Hey guys, I'm out here with the roosters. I'm fixing to move them up a spot. I'm gonna move them up to where they're not in this little mud hole right here. I'm gonna move them over here where there's a little green grass. I moved them this morning. I wanted to move them again because I was on unlevel ground and a predator would be able to wiggle its way up and under the corner of it if it really wanted to. So now they are in flat land, flat ground. So it would be a little bit harder for a predator to try to get in. Now I gotta put their clean water in. I have an old dish rag that I keep out here beside the water spigot just for this. Okay, now that I've got the meat roosters moved and watered and fed, I gotta come back out here to the chicken barn. This is where I keep my chickens. It's an old horse barn. The winds blew the chicken coop door shut. It's dark in there. We've had to winterize the coop to keep cool wind out. I'm gonna have to find something to prop that door open with. Okay, now that I've propped the door open, collected my 2 eggs, I am going to figure out what to do with our heat lamp that I had plugged in there. I didn't plug it in for heat because chickens don't need extra heat in the wintertime. They're pretty hardy. And I just had it hooked up for light for myself for when I go in. So I think what I'm going to do is take this heat lamp down because I had it plugged up for light for me, like I said, and it keeps blowing. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the lamp or the bulbs that I've bought, but I have problems out of it. So I'm just going to take it down, and this plastic, I know you can't tell a lot about it right now, but there's plastic hanging up right there to keep the wind from blowing in. I think I'm just going to take half of it down and roll it up. That way I can have light, and I guess the chickens would probably like to have a little light in here too. Again. Okay, I don't understand why this keeps falling. you're in a tripod, and I just got it for Christmas, so maybe I just haven't got it figured out good enough yet. Now I've got half the plastic pulled back. I've got a cinder block sitting on the extra to keep it all bundled up and out of the chicken's way. Now I've got to go get another cinder block to set right there where that chicken is, because my big duck, the pekin, she can't get herself over that because she's so heavy. Alright, I just laid a big, I guess that's a 4x4 down in that gap. That should be good enough for my duck to get through. Next, what I'm going to do is go get some hay, some scrap hay, and sprinkle it down inside the coop. It's really dry in here, so I mean, it really don't need it, but I like to put it in here for the ducks. And it's gotten pretty muddy out here in the run, so I'll have to go get some more scrap hay to put out here too. Dry it up a little bit, keep them as dry as I can. I'm not sure if you guys can see real good, so I'll turn my flash on. This is an old tire. Y'all might have seen them before. People like to get them and cut the tires like that and plant flowers in them. But I got this one. Well, I actually found this one. It was already here. But I got it and repurposed it as my dust bath in my chicken coop. I got it full of dirt, dry dirt, and then I sprinkled some diatomaceous earth on the top. So that way whenever my chickens get in there and take their dust baths, that diatomaceous earth will get in their feathers and it'll dust all over them, and it helps keep away mites, lice, stuff like that. Helps keep your chickens healthy. And that's a leaf. Alright. So this back here is the backyard to the chicken barn. It's a pretty little piece of land that needs some cleaning up, obviously. And me and Jeremy have plans of doing that. There's just a lot of rock and brush and just junk laying around that needs to be went through and done something with. We have some plans for back here. This right here is our cardboard and wrapping paper from Christmas. So I just want to go ahead and apologize because it's pretty junky looking back here. We just haven't had the extra time to clean it up like we really want to. We've been doing a little bit here and there. But anyways, as I was saying, this is our chicken barn. This is the back side of it. We like a little cleaning to do, but we will get it done. Our plans are, we're gonna try to turn this little piece of land back here and the chicken barn into a nursery for the sheep and the goats. So whenever we have sheep or goats that are expecting, we can bring them here so they can have their babies in peace. And then once it is time for the babies to be weaned, we can take the moms and take them back to the goat and sheep pastures. So the babies can be born, raised, and weaned back here. And it'll be really close to the house, so we can keep check on them. So when we turn this into a nursery, what are we going to do with our chickens? Because our chickens stay in this stall right here, and then they have their small little run. I want to make a mobile coop for my chickens so I can move them around from place to place. And if you're not familiar with the mobile chicken coops, you need to go watch some of Justin Rhodes' videos, because that's where I got the idea from, and I think it's an awesome idea. This is the backyard of the chicken barn again. I'm over here in the very back, and way up that steep hill on the very top, that's where our pigs are. Also across the creek, our goats are over there. There's Baby Streak and Gracie, their little shed. So we got a lot of cleaning up to do back here. All this brush. There's actually a fence in there somewhere. Jeremy's got big plans on cleaning this fence row out. He's got a really good idea. Hopefully it works. So hopefully we'll be bringing that to y'all soon. Be very interesting. Let me tell you about old Jeremy. Everything he does is interesting. You never get bored around him. I eventually want to get this chicken barn looking real good. Clean up some of the junk that's sitting around. And I want to get some cute signs and decorate the front with it. Here comes Jessie on her tractor that Santa Claus brought her.
I drive my tractor.
She's driving her tractor with her wagon. Jade's in there. She's on her way. She's bumping into stuff. But we're going to make this barn into a nursery. We're going to use the 2 back stalls as part of the nursery. There's a front stall up here. And right now we got our extra 4-wheeler parts and pieces in it. Air compressor, kayaks, we got them leaned up. Trash cans, whatever that is. But we're gonna clean this out and make it into a feed room. We wanna completely enclose it and try to make it as rodent free and make it to where nothing can get in. And we're gonna use this as the door. I think it's an aluminum door. Might be metal, I don't know. But we're going to use it for our future feed room. We just got a lot of plans. Another benefit to this being a nursery is that piece of plywood right there is the opening to the barn loft. And that would be obviously be the perfect place to store square bells. And we had even talked about making another entrance, another hole in the other side, so when we do get square bells, Jeremy can just pull the truck up here, trailer, whatever, and he can throw them up there to me and I can stack them nicely inside. And of course when we feed them, we'd be feeding them out of the back there. Jessie about run over one of my chickens. Jessie Marie, don't be running over my chickens. I'm telling you, I love this little barn. There's this little tool room in here. It's junky right now too, but that's okay. But right up there is the way to the loft. We've got a whole big loft. It goes all the way back. It's really neat. I really like it in here. Me and Jeremy already done a whole lot of cleaning to this little barn. It was full of junk. Some of it we had to throw away, and some of it we was able to reuse and repurpose, which we really like doing. The less stuff you gotta buy, the better off you are. And if you're wondering what happened to my rooster's tail, it was Jasmine. He don't seem to be too embarrassed about it though. Thanks for stopping by the homestead. We really do appreciate you watching our videos.